Hello again and welcome to another Warhammer game Imperial Guard Tactics video. Now before we get into today's tactic video, I would like to say a very enthusiastic thank you to Adam Calver for sending in some truly breathtaking pictures of his Prospero Spire Guard. These guys are a Tempestus Siren kill team and they just look fantastic based on some pre-heresy Prospero goodness, and just the red and the gold, it just looks so good. God damn it, every time I see a good every time I see a good Imperial Guard colour scheme, I want to redo my own one again. But absolutely awesome, just loving the Horus Heresy stuff. So those of you that watch my Mordian Mondays know that I've been playing a bit of the Horus Heresy card game recently on mobile. Absolutely fantastic, and this just really just scratches the itch. It just looks absolutely fantastic. The idea of these guys marching forward, taking on anything with those shields and the volley guns and the plasma guns. I know you've only got a kill team, Adam, but I think it would be awesome if you were somehow able to put together a full army of these bad boys. I think it would just look awe-inspiring on the battlefield. I think you could use them as so many different things, as scions, as guardsmen, as scutari, as so many things. They would just look fantastic. So yeah, I really hope that you do expand the force because they look amazing. Anyway, I'll stop gushing now. Sorry, I don't want to embarrass you, Adam, but they do look really good. If anyone else has got any cool pictures that they want me to use in my videos, then please post them on my Facebook page or email them to me like Adam did, and there will be links and there will be Facebook page links and there will be email addresses down in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Now you would think that I have covered all the madness that is in the latest Games Workshop FAQ. I mean, we covered a detailed point by point, I say breakdown, but it was more just exasperation of some of the guard points changes. That was 2 weeks ago. And then last week I did a video going even more FAQ madness and pointing out that there were free plasma pistols for Scion squads now. Every Scion squad can take a free plasma pistol on the Sergeant. That's good. Did make a little mistake around Power Fist. Too many additions going through my head on that one, guys. So apologies for that. Be upfront about that. But the plasma pistol thing's still legit. Take my wins where I can. I've got some more. I've got even more FAQ madness. And this one is, it's been 3 weeks. It's still not been fixed. This is clearly intentional at this point. I don't get it. I don't need to get it. I just think it's mad. So what we're going to be looking at today, guys, is something that all those Imperial Guard commanders can take advantage of. We'll be looking at the Inquisition. Now, it's a fairly common practice for the old Guard commander to include the old Inquisitor as an HQ choice. He just slots right in, he does a great thing, he can start giving people some sort of invulnerable saves, or he can make big blobs of Conscripts Fearless, and you combine that with the Imperial Guard's own Fearless psychic power, and then with things like 1d3. But they're really good. They're really good. They're just nice, versatile characters in Inquisition. Can't go wrong with them. Can't go wrong with them. Solid choices. However, one of the things you can also do if you take an Inquisitor within your Guard detachment, and I don't believe they take up a slot, but they might do it. That's one way of running them. Another thing you can do though is run them in their own Inquisition detachment, and you can take your Inquisitor in a little warband, and all the sort of options you can take in his warband are elite choices. So you can take them in a little Vanguard detachment if you want to. But there's loads of different ways you can include them, guys. It doesn't matter. But the point is one of the options that your Inquisitor has access to is Inquisitorial Acolytes, not to be confused with the three-armed Genestealer variety, not Acolyte hybrids. These are just Inquisitorial Acolytes. And what the Inquisitorial Acolytes represent is essentially the myriad of different sort of generic henchmen that a Inquisitor can call upon. Maybe it's an old Guard veteran who's just grizzled and just runs around with like a las pistol and a chainsaw, and he just sticks next to the Inquisitor and just is just a good old-fashioned bit of Guard muscle. Could be something a bit dangerous like a Xenos mercenary, like a recruit working for him, kind of thing. Long story short, guys, it's an acolyte and it has a standard guardsman profile. Okay, it's got ballistic skill 4+, weapon skill 4+, blah blah blah. But the great thing about acolytes is they're really customizable. Really customizable. You can take anything on them from combi flamers to needle pistols, from power fists to thunder hammers. You can put pretty much anything on these guys. And in the one of the things they can take is melter guns and plasma guns. And I believe regular flamers as well, but definitely melter guns and plasma guns. And the funny thing is that according to the latest FAQ, those weapons, melter guns and plasma guns, don't have a points cost in that list. The combi flamer does, the combi plasma does, the combi melter does, the plasma pistol does, power fist, power maul, power sword, thunder hammer, needle pistol. They've all got points costs, but melter guns don't have one in the FAQ list, and neither do plasma guns. So that basically means, guys, that they're baked into the acolyte's base cost. And an acolyte only costs 9 points. That's right. You can take a melter gun on one of your Inquisitor or acolytes for 9 points. The acolyte is now a 4-point model. If you look at guard and you look at what's the cost of a melter gun on a guardsman, it's 5 points, right? So either the acolyte costs -1 point if the plasma gun costs 10 points, or the acolyte costs 4 points and the plasma gun costs 5 points. But either way, your plasma gun or melter gun, not combi, just regular, are now baked into the cost of your acolytes. So you can take them in 6-man squads. So that means you can take 3 squads of them because they're elite choice. So that is 9 times 6. That's 54 points for a squad of 6 melter guns, and you can take that 3 times. So for the low price of 162 points, you can take 18 melter guns or 18 plasma guns in your army. That's quite tasty. That's clearly broken. Now some of you might say, can't be that broken, you only hit on 4s. This is true. This is true. But there's a little thing that the old Inquisition have called quarry. Okay, it's a special rule that they have. And it is a very important special rule because it massively has the potential to boost the power of the acolyte. So what I'm talking about is the quarry special rule. So every Inquisition unit has the Ordo keyword, and it's like the regimental keyword. You have to give yourself an order that your units belong to. So that is either Ordo Hereticus, Ordo Malleus, or Ordo Xenos. And there's actually also Ordo Minoris as well. Now, every single one of these Ordos has a different kind of quarry that it likes to kill, essentially. Now, Ordo Hereticus like to kill Chaos and Psychers. Ordo Malleus like to kill Chaos and Demons. Ordo Xenos, it's anything that isn't Chaos, Imperium, or Unaligned. And Ordo Minoris are designed to kill characters. Now, when you're targeting one of these things that you prefer to kill, so let's take a look at Ordo Malleus, Chaos and Demons. When you're targeting a Chaos or Demon unit, you get to reroll the hit and the wound roll. That's not reroll once, that's full rerolls to hit and full rerolls to wound. And all those acolytes with melter guns get those full rerolls. So I don't know what one of the most powerful armies is at the moment. You know, the old Death Guard with Mortarion, but that guy is definitely Chaos. He's a Demon Primarch as well, so it's double doozies, and it's just crazy because you could take 18 acolytes, you could give them all plasma, or you could give them all melter. They can go in any transport that you want. Pair of Valkyries, thank you very much. Literally pair of Valkyries with 18 acolytes in between the two of them. Flies over, drop down, and introduce Mordian to 18 full reroll Melta guns. That's gonna sting, to say the least. That's gonna sting. And the best bit is that even those two transports and 18 acolytes don't even cost as much as Mordian. They cost like 450 points roughly in total. And yeah, and it's not like they're gonna, you know, they're rubbish afterwards. Or maybe you don't want to pay for the transports. Fair enough. Well, you know what? CP. 2 CP, you can outflank all 3 squads. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And you just outflank them, and you just burn Mordian to the ground. Or any Death Guard unit, or any Chaos unit. It affects Psychers as well. So if you're like, oh, I'm not sure I'm only going to be facing Chaos, and it's like, okay, well, you know, Celestial Demons, they're a good thing as well. So I guess Ordo Malleus will have you sorted there. Or, you know, if you're facing Marines who are going to have some Psychers, Grey Knights, for example, they've got the Psychic keyword. Burn them. Burn them all. So it's just crazy, guys. Anyway, I won't labour the point any more than that. But it's just absolutely mad. You can do some crazy things with some of the stratagem. So you can, for 1 CP, you can take an Inquisitor, a Demon Host, a Jakaro Weaponsmith, and a big old block of Acolytes. And you can deep strike them 9 inches away from the enemy deployment zone. That's pretty good. It's just, there's a lot of stuff that they can do. Now, if you're wondering, well, what if I want to face, you know, I'm likely to face Marines, they're, like, to be fair, they're the most likely target that I'm going to face, then you can take things like Jakaro Weaponsmith as a bit of insurance. They're very cheap, and they basically give you the ability to get either you roll a D3, you either get all rerolled hits, all reroll wounds, or on a 5 or 6 you get all reroll, you know, rerolls and hits and wounds. So they're a little bit of insurance that you can do. But the funny thing is, if you might say, well, what if I then come across a Chaos unit and the Jakaro Weaponsmith isn't like doing something? He has basically a mini las cannon in a ring, so don't worry, man. He can boost himself as well. just guys, go and look at some of the Inquisition stuff. Literally go on like 1D4chan or Goonhammer, or go and get yourself a White Dwarf copy or a copy of, I think it's Pariah, Psychic Awakening Pariah. Go and look at some of the Inquisition stuff. It is mad, and thanks to the points changes, it is definitely FAQ madness. So without further ado, we'll leave that one there, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, let me know what you think, and of course, I'll see you guys next time.